Yeah, so it's super important that you just don't focus on the commission side of things. Let's just get the deal focused on that point, and we can get them there. Ready to turn your cameras on today, guys?
Talking to me?
No. Your camera's on.
Huh?
If your camera's on, why would it be afraid to talk to you?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what you're.
Brandon Winters, how are you? So get logged in, guys. I threw this out there to everyone in the company. Figured we'd bring in some extra people. Let's talk lead gen, talk some smart plans. Jason, I'm going to bring you on at one point. We'll talk about how you set up your DTD2 stuff in your command. I think that's super helpful to help with finding out those calls to make weekly. Brandon, you trying to say something? Yeah. Randy's connecting to audio. Pause the recording for a little bit until people get on here. So don't say anything brilliant right now. Looking at you, Jason.
Do you get a commission too, or no?
If an agent buys a house, you can.
You can?
Absolutely. You can, because you're buying it as an agent and as the buyer, same situation. What you can do is you actually can apply that commission towards your closing cost.
Really?
Yeah.
Awesome.
You can negotiate the commission out of the deal, like get a reduced sales price for reduced commission. Like in my situation for my house, I bought it, had a $7,500 commission on it, and I, on my DA, had Keller Williams apply $5,000 of my commission towards my closing costs. That way I only took a check for $2,500 and paid taxes on $2,500. Now I will tell you that if you still have a commission split going on when you buy a house, you have to pay that commission split. So, are you looking to buy another house?
Yes. What do you mean commission split? To who? To the seller agent?
No, to the brokerage.
Oh, to the broker. Okay, yeah, I forget about that. Sorry.
It's good to forget about it. Small, minuscule, but it goes. But that's all it is. But you can, if you're just buying the house for yourself,
yeah,
and you can waive your commission or have it all applied, then you're only paying a $50 transaction fee and a $65 E&O.
okay.
It's pretty groovy.
Yeah, I want to buy a house in Marana.
Did you guys all get the text?
Yeah.
Would it be easier if I send a text out, or should we do like a calendar invite?
I put it on my calendar every week, but it would be nice if we actually got a calendar invite.
Yeah, I'll start doing that.
Because there's no way to like download the full calendar that they have on the 1KWSA website. You have to do each one individually.
There is actually. You can go and Jesse can show us one day and have it you like subscribe to the calendar. Because mine.
You can't for the one on the 1KWSA website though, and I'm not at JV.
Oh, the 1K. That's right. I forget that I've got both market centers. So.
Yeah, I only have one market center, so I have KLP.
So
some of them come through KLP, but not all of them.
We try to do it so they cross-reference, so that does happen. I'm gonna try to I'll do the what's the word I'm looking for? I'll start doing calendar invites that we have.
Is it the same? Is it the same code every Thursday?
Yeah, same room and everything.
Oh, so I could just put a recurring one on my calendar then.
If you wanted to, yeah. I'll send them out so that we have it. Want to say hello, Ari? Hello, guys. Hello, Emily, Brianna, Bobby. Names I'm not sure of, which is great. I love seeing new faces on the call. I don't know what Emily's listening to, but it's fire.
Yes, I'm listening. Sorry.
Traveling. Good stuff. So I figure we need to talk a little bit about lead generation. Because everyone hears the term lead generation, and what do you think?
Phone calls.
Phone calls, right? Or someone, I think Brianna said it simply as generating leads.
That's what I said.
Oh, was that you? Renee, sorry. I look for the yellow box around the name. So when we're looking for lead generation, I don't want you guys to get tripped up in the how. You know, how do we lead generate? Phone calls, right? We're going to go back to that golden circle. We're talking about the golden question of why. Why do we lead generate? Anybody? Why do we lead?
Generate. Make deals.
Make deals, right? To have people to talk to. Are you in the real estate business?
Yes,
Yes.
and no.
All right, I got one yes. I got one yes and no. What's the answer? What's your
Yes.
answer?
Yes.
Are you in the real estate business?
Yes. And the people business, relationships.
Wrong. You are in the lead generation business that happens to focus on real estate. That's the thing, guys. MREA says that we are in the lead generation business. If you are not willing to lead generate, you're not going to be in business. Lead generation is as simply put as getting contact information you can follow up with. Every one of us has a cell phone. Everybody I know has a cell phone. Even the people that say they don't have a cell phone, they have a cell phone somewhere. And on that cell phone is an address book. That address book has phone numbers in it, names in it, hopefully emails and addresses in it. Damn, Jason.
I feel like it's always loud on here.
His camera or whatever his phone has got like a super speaker on it. So we want to start with what we have. I don't care if you're a business for a day or a business for a year. You want to look at how we can generate leads and who's going to have the best opportunity to bring you leads. Random people, people you know,
People you know.
social media, Google. You know, there is no right answer here. I'm asking you, like, what are you going to do to find people to talk to? What are you going to do to find people to talk to so that you are not going to be out of business? Randy's muted.
Open houses.
Okay. There's one. There's an open house. Who can do open houses? Who has done open houses?
Lots.
Who hates open houses? Sure question. I hate open houses. You know why?
Like them.
I don't. I'm not good at sitting there and waiting because open houses to me were a place where I sat and made my phone calls.
Yeah.
It's finding the right open house too, though.
So let's talk about that a little bit. How do you find the right open house, Renee? That's a great segue.
Okay, so I start off with, I mean, sometimes I do the ones that people like ask for in the group, but look up ones that are new, first of all, and then generally, if you're around the 250 or less range, you're going to get more traffic because it fits more people's budget.
Okay.
And then also look at side of town, east side. I tend to get more on the east side. Whenever I do them over there, I get less people on the like northwest side, unless it's like a brand new one.
So for you, criteria is days on market, location based on geographic to the city, and price point.
Yeah, And also I try to, if I do get one and the agent is like just whenever, I try to look at the times that there might be other open houses in the same area and try to coincide with those a little bit. Because a lot of them do early mornings and then some do like mid-afternoon. So I try to catch like the end of the morning to early afternoon normally for me. But
So did anyone else thought of that? Let's finding open houses around the same time in areas other open houses.
finding near churches on Sundays.
Okay. There's another one. Write that one down. Near churches on Sundays. Why is that important?
You can get past passerbyers just leaving or going to church. I mean, not as much since COVID started, but like the first one that I did ever, I think I had like 8 people come and 3 of them had just seen their signs on the way home from church. So.
Okay. So now we're looking at, you know, what's around, what kind of environment would bring in some traffic. I love the idea of bringing in some open house, you know, saturation, having an open house around other open houses, right? You think you can capture some activity that way, having, you know, 4 or 5 different companies doing open houses in the same neighborhood, you may pick up some extra activity there. Lots of signs. Yes, Emily, lots of signs. When I do at open houses, I put out as many signs as I can.
I have 10 signs and I try to put out at least 8 of them every time.
If you got 10, put out 10.
And if you're on a road, yeah. Well, the clips kind of fell off of them. I need to ask the agent that I'm borrowing from if she has more.
Well, anyone's made, but I had 50.
Yeah, the agent that I have them from, she has like 40, so she's just let me keep them.
So when you're doing open houses, what else can you do to help bring in some extra activity in your open houses?
Door knock ahead of time.
Yeah.
So door knocking ahead of time,
Market it on Facebook.
social media.
I did an ad through Command last weekend and didn't know that I had leads on it until 2 days after my open house.
Woo, leads. Did you generate leads during your lead generation?
Well, but I didn't know that because Command didn't refresh my leads. So
If you got them, have you followed up with them since?
I've tried. One of them was at least one of them was a fake. I think 2 of them were. The email address was like Dodie-Dum or something.
People are going to do that. Another thing. So if we can't door knock, what's going to be more time effective? Door knocking or picking up a phone? What else can you do in open houses?
At the open house
Before.
or before?
We're trying to set up a successful open house.
Call your database and ask them who they know.
I love it. Thank you, Emily. It's in the chat. I didn't want to give away the answer, but call your database and say, hey, I don't know if this is for you or not, but I've got an open house happening in this neighborhood. I know that you had some friends there. Who do you know that would want to come check out this house?
Call people that reached
One thing-
and purchased.
One thing that's really worked for me, I'm sorry if my car is noisy, it's a family road trip, is doing a service project within your house. So doing a food drive or a clothing drive or something like that. The food drives have worked the best for us and have gotten a lot of response from when you're circle prospecting, putting that in your flyer.
So Randy said, call people that have recently just bought.
Yes. Say, hey, you love your new neighborhood. You got any friends or family that want to live near you?
That's great. That's another lead gen. It could be on the side of the open house, but if you know that they've bought in that neighborhood, that's circle prospecting. Circle prospecting is the key term that we're looking for, and that's calling the people in a proximity to the open house or a proximity to the area that you're dealing with. Do you know you guys can steal other agents' thunders? Anyone else? Anyone thought of that?
What do you mean by that?
House goes on the market, just listed. If you know that, statistically speaking, and this isn't a made up on the spot statistic like most of them, statistically speaking, within 20 houses of that new sign in the ground, somebody's going to be having a real estate conversation. 20 houses, somebody driving by that sign every day. Case in point, I live on off of Meredith. There was one house for sale. And it's been on the market. Like there's been a sign in the yard forever because a contractor was flipping the house, didn't follow the coming soon law. So there's been a sign in the ground for about a month and a half. Now there are 4 houses for sale within 600 yards in either direction. Every one of them is under contract on the same street. Are they all by the same agent? Why not? Because the agent failed to prospect well enough to drive in business. So you can steal thunder from other agents. You can steal that mentality, or not the mentality, the momentum of that ripple. You can take that whipple. Listing goes in the ground in an area that you're farming, or an area you want to start farming, or in your neighborhood, whatnot. New listing goes in the ground. Hey, didn't know if this was for you or not, but a house just went up for sale down the street from yours. Did you want to know what your house might be worth? Send out a letter. Just listed it. A little printed on a piece of paper, fold it up in an envelope, send it out. House just listed. This is the health of your neighborhood. They talked about it on the All Partners call on Wednesday, and I didn't get to chime in on it, but that's one thing I've done in the past is just sold or just listed create a lot of traction in the market. And if you can grab that energy, it doesn't have to be your listing. It doesn't even have to be the company's listing. You're not saying I sold a house in your neighborhood. You're saying a house sold in the neighborhood. And then maybe you'll catch that one of those 20th, that one person out of those 20 homes that's having a real estate conversation. It may not be a conversation that's going to take place today, tomorrow, or next week, but they're talking, the wheels are moving, and you insert yourself as a professional. Now they've got one name to think about. Are they looking at the name on the sign that says, Ben Richards Real Estate? Or are they going to remember Emily Erickson, the postcard that she gave me with a business card stapled to it? That conversation becomes a whole lot more impactful when your name's tied to it than that. If you're doing an open house, definitely, what Randy said, definitely call this circle prospecting around those neighborhoods. And you can get those lists from your title companies. And a lot of them won't have phone numbers, and that's okay. But you can go knock on some doors and hand out that pamphlet that's just the health of this neighborhood. Knock on the door. Hey, this is Big Dan Caldwell, Keller Williams, Southern Arizona. I want to say thank you so much for answering the door. I'm doing an open house down the street. I don't know if it's for you or not, but I want to invite you to come check it out. I know how people like to see what their neighbors' houses look like. We'll be doing it on Saturday between 1 and 4 p.m. Here's some information on the health of your neighborhood. I'd love to see you there. You're not asking for information. You're inviting them to the open house and handing some information. If you have a good relationship, if you have they're able to create some kind of rapport, then ask them, hey, who do you know that might want to come join us or might want to come check out the house? Who do you know that might want to live in this neighborhood? And I had a great conversation with you. I'd love to stay in touch. Get their contact information, right? Are there a ton of things we can do with open houses to drive some traffic to the open house, but also get your name out there? The open house is the event that you can circle around. If nobody shows up at the open house, that's okay. As long as you circle prospected, you got your name out there, you went and door knocked, you went and talked to some people, and you made some friends in the neighborhood. And then while you're at the open house, you make some phone calls. Do a Facebook Live. Get out of your comfort zone. Hey guys, I'm doing a Facebook Live. This is the open house I'm doing over here on the north side. It's fantastic. Come check it out. Come visit me on board. Bring me a hot dog. Who's going to do that? Emily's going to do that. And if she says, bring me a hot dog, I just might bring her a hot dog.
I'm not bringing her. I'm doing a lot of open houses.
There are agents within our company that have built multi-million-dollar businesses off of doing open houses 5 days a week. You don't have to do open houses on the weekend. You can do open houses from 4:30 p.m. to 6:30 p.m. every day of the week.
I've talked to some agents and they say it establishes you as a neighborhood expert too, because they start to know you. They see your signs all the time. It also forces you to sit there for 3-4 hours, and if it's not busy, what else are you gonna do but be busy and make phone calls and clean up your database? And
My ideas of open houses changed when an agent of mine, a friend, a colleague and a mentor for many years, pulled me aside and she said, "Dan, what are you doing?" I was like, "What?" She's like, "You're just sitting in an open house watching Netflix."
That's when I clean up my database.
She did. You know what I started doing at that point? My DTD2 calls, my database calls. That's when I got the most work done, is calling through my database and just, "Hey, what's going on?" "Oh, I'm just sitting at an open house, kind of bored and wanted to talk to some friends." "How's life?"
down the street from you, by the way.
"Oh yeah, I think I'm in your neighborhood, man. Do you still live down the street on Jensen?" "Yeah, I do."
Come by, say hi.
"Come say hi." I got so many people's addresses that way. Like, "Hey, do you still live up here off of Thornydale somewhere?" "Yeah, where at?" "Oh, what's that address?" "Dude, that's down the street from me. You should come say hi." Emily put in the chat that you should make sure you have your picture on your open house signs and your
That would that
brand
would be
new.
nice if we could afford open house signs.
Yeah, put in your budget for some open house signs.
Well,
I need to quit my other job first.
We'll get you there.
can I say something about open house signs?
Yes.
There's a place in Texas called Dirt Cheap Signs. The corrugated, cardboard, plastic ones, but they're screen printed. I got 50 of them, 30 turns, 20 straights, for $180 delivered to my house.
50?
50.
Yeah, dirt cheap signs.
And I'll show you one. But I ended up making my own stands for them. But you have to use the wire ones. But
Hi Mo, how are you?
never mind the old name here, guys. All right, but I mean, you can't tell that they're plastic. They look like metal. Like I say, they're about, I don't know, $4 a piece. You have a stand that fits them, and
Where do you get the stands then?
well, you can buy stands too. They're like a couple bucks a piece. Or I'll show you the kind I'm making. I've actually thought about making some to sell because I know the darn T-frames that you use for the metal ones are what, 15, 20 bucks a piece?
Yeah, they're like 20 bucks each.
And they're junk. So anyway, moving on.
Hi, Dan. Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Think about this. When you're driving around and you see yard sale signs and for sale signs, what color are they?
Red, yellow.
Bright ass green. They catch your attention, right? I want to see somebody. I might even have to do it myself. I want to see somebody with some open house signs.
What was that?
Because I want to see somebody out there with some open house signs that are bright ass green. Like poster board. My kids went to the store at Walgreens, got a big black marker and wrote yard sale on it, and put it in the front yard on a box. That bright color.
Broker gonna allow that?
I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna find out because you don't need the color scheme of the broker, you just need the name.
So yeah, the ones I'm using right now are blue and white.
Yeah, mine are red with my face on it.
I like Jesse's, the one with the American flag on the back.
Robin disappeared.
Robin, I can't see you. You're muted.
Take off your.
Take your background off. There we go.
I like them, Robin. Those are pretty.
But I only have 3.
Where'd you get them from?
I could look it up. I don't remember. It's one of the Keller Williams emails we get.
Randy put on his invisibility cloak. I like that. Thank you, Emily. Buy one a month for $35 or $40. They last forever. Emily's are bright blue. Yeah, they are. They're bright blue, so they catch your attention. Mine catch your attention because mine are vertical.
My business cards are vertical for that reason.
Yeah, my business cards are vertical. My open house signs are vertical. I'm actually going to redo my yard signs so they're the big vertical. So we kind of beat open houses to death, right? We got a great idea how you can do some open houses, how you can maximize the potential of them, and ultimately how you can really grow your impact in that neighborhood by just being there. It doesn't mean that the activity you get at the open house, it's the activity you do before, around, and during.
After.
And then definitely after. You guys want a pro tip on what to do after an open house with anyone that comes in? You ready? Everyone listening?
Mm-hmm.
Before you leave that house, send them a thank you video from you in that house.
And text them your contact card information.
And then text them your contact card information. Super impactful when you're like, hey, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, thank you so much for stopping by today. I really enjoyed speaking with you and your daughter, Susie. Would love to help you guys find a house when that time comes to pass. Until then, be well, be safe, and have a wonderful weekend. Just saying, it works. Ah, now you guys can see me better. Had to turn on the lights. All right, let's go on. What's another area that we can lead generate from?
I wrote all these down like a month ago when we talked about them.
But you forgot some more. You forgot some more.
Well, the social media advertising. So yesterday when you wanted us to send out our app, I tried doing it just on my Facebook page, but like 14 people saw it and, you know, my mom and niece liked it. So it's not enough distribution. So you really, I do need to like put the $30 behind it to get the help to get it out there.
You can also have your family members share your post.
That's absolutely correct, guys. Let your cheerleaders work for you.
I tried to have my parents do that and then they didn't even download it themselves. So.
One other thing that you can do is you can tag like all your friends or anything like that, and then it'll go on all their posts as well.
Yeah.
You also should
There you
like
go.
hashtag or tag your business page also, because that starts algorithms and diversifying out there in that whole arena of the web.
Yeah, especially on Instagram, because I do too. I have my like personal Instagram and my real estate, so I tag my real estate one and everything.
I combine them all. I have a business real estate Facebook page, but my Instagram is everything.
A few people do it that way. It works better for ads if you do it the opposite way, though. If you have separate ones.
Wow. My Instagram is a business Instagram, so it works. How about stories?
Yeah, I had a regular one though that had a lot more on it. So
Instagram, Facebook stories. Did you guys know that the stories get 5 times more engagement than the actual posts?
I noticed that this week.
You said that, I tried it and that happened for me also.
I was actually really surprised, not gonna lie.
I don't want to toot my own horn or anything, guys, but
He knows.
I guess it's because I don't look at stories myself, so I didn't realize people actually looked at them.
Okay, I'm going to challenge that. Right, that was a great point, Renee. Quit thinking like you think. Think like your consumers think.
Yeah.
When you're making a Facebook post or you're making an Instagram post, don't put hashtag realtor. You know what the hashtags are? They're search indexers.
Mm-hmm.
So if somebody's looking up hashtag realtor, it's going to pop up on their Instagram. Or if they're following hashtag, who do you think follows hashtag realtor? Oh, they're freaking realtors. Or coaches. Recruiters. What do consumers follow?
Buyer.
Real estate agents.
I didn't see Miss Hope. What was that?
Wildcats, football.
Missed it.
What was that,
I
Miss
look
Hope?
at what's trending and tag whatever's trending too,
Yeah.
even if it has nothing to do with it.
What was that, Miss Hope?
home buyer, first time home buyer, refi, sell my house.
Down payment assistance, mortgages.
When was the last time you, as a non-real estate individual, looked up first-time home buyer as a hashtag?
Well, I mean, do you actually look it up as a hashtag, or does it just become part of a search, like Google word search?
I'm saying, that's the thing. Now let's look at this one. What about barn door?
Well,
Or I want to see some country styling, contemporary architecture, black and gray, granite, stainless steel.
you know, I heard lemon water is one of the biggest search words out there. Lemon water.
Yeah, that lemon water diet thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing is,
I always look up what's trending and I tag the top 3 or 4 trending, whatever it is, irrelevant things.
if you want to pick up some algorithm hits, get something that's actually in the realm of what you're doing, because you're going to grab people that are actually going to digest it. You don't want to put hashtag Kylie Jenner on an open house post because nobody cares. They're going to bounce off of you and actually you're going to get dropped even lower in the rankings because they're bouncing. If you want to put, you know, ranch style house, you know, family time, fireplace, think about these things. What you need to do, and we're gonna focus on social media in a different call more specifically. I'm actually going to try to bring on a social media expert if I can get her to do it. But for you guys on this call alone to help generate some leads, your content needs to match your audience. You're not going to pull in because you're on the For You page of TikTok.
I was in a Zoom meeting this morning at work, and Pete was telling us one thing to do with insurance sales is don't think like a salesperson, think like the consumer. So instead of, you know, just making it all business, try and relate to them in something that you guys talk about. So that was really helpful.
Yeah, Tess Price, her son is an SEO guru. Maybe we can talk to her about having him come talk to us about giving us some insight on how to write ads and stuff like that and get some more attraction to it.
I wrote for a sports blog for years, so I know about the SEO stuff too.
Yeah, it's huge.
Yeah.
SEO, if you guys don't know, is search engine optimization, which means that your content online is capturing hit target words or trigger words that's allowing the search to index it better. You know the best things that get indexed on websites? Videos.
Was that?
Videos. Because the metadata behind a video is massive versus just words. Now, you have to have a description on there so it pulls up different search criteria, but you get indexed a lot more. So how do we turn Facebook into lead generation? How do we turn Instagram into lead generation? Are you going to get somebody to go raise their hand and say, hey, I love the picture of that open house. I want to buy a house. Or are you going to get somebody that puts a comment on there, love that carpet. That kitchen is gorgeous. Right? Bobby's shaking her head. She knows. That's what she gets.
Right.
What do you do at that point?
Engage.
Oh, hope that you couldn't have picked a better word. High five. Yeah. You got to engage them. Love that kitchen. What's your favorite part? Oh, I love the countertops. Oh, they're amazing. What kind of countertops do you have?
The big why. Why do you like that? Or, you know, that's my thought is why. Why do you like those granite countertops or that type of thing?
Yes. If you got a comment on a post you put and it comments like, man, you're so funny. And then you comment something back that creates another response like, thank you. Were you around other people when you laughed? And they respond, no, or yes, or yeah, 30 people. The fact that they responded to your comment just tripled your algorithm engagement. And then send them a direct message. Hey, thank you so much for engaging in my post. You know, why don't we become friends? My name's Big Dan Caldwell. I sell houses in Tucson. What do you do? You know how many people tell me, oh, I can't believe that, you know, or I can't believe that you know this person or that person or this person. I'm like, yeah, I have no idea who they are, but they're friends of mine on Facebook. You want to know how many times I go to send a birthday video to somebody on my timeline and I have never, ever talked to that person? Shame on me. You want to know something? When they send me a message, I respond to it because I'm engaging with them. And now you'll start seeing those people commenting and liking and reacting to your post more. So how do you turn it to a lead generation? Hope's word, you engage. You engage that consumer. You engage that potential client because clearly they have some sort of interest in what you had to say and they posted to it. You engage through a direct message. You engage through a comment. You engage in a response. You start getting a conversation going. It's no different than striking up a conversation with a stranger. Hey, Bobby, I love that dress. Where'd you get it? Oh, I got
Well,
it.
thank you so much. I appreciate that. And then we go on from there, right?
Have a conversation. If you guys have not read the book, How to Win Friends and Influence People or something like that.
Yep, that's it.
The book is fantastic. It's 100 years old and it's still relevant. Find something you can genuinely engage with somebody, appreciate. Robin, you should never turn on your fake background again. I love seeing your cats run around in the background. I just made Robin feel warm and fuzzy because I engaged in something that I know that she likes. She likes cats. I haven't seen Misty in a while because Robin keeps her off camera.
You're somewhere.
But that's the thing is when you can do that on a Facebook post, and then someone engages with you.
I don't know. There we go.
There's
Dolly.
Oh, there she is.
Dolly. But that's how you engage. You engage, and that's how you can take social media. It doesn't need to be a lead, and turn it into a lead by just having engagement. And that's taking the initiative to respond to a response, engage in a conversation, and create a friend. You want to make your life easy and you want to build a great real estate business? You got to get more referrals. You got to get more referrals. Raise your hand if you've had a referral so far. How much easier are they?
Nothing's easier.
Some of them are not so easy. I've had family member referrals I've actually referred back out to them all. Somebody else handle this one. I'm out. With that being said, so you get more referrals the more people you know. Renee is working 2 of my clients that I picked up off of Facebook.
That second one's gonna be hard though.
None of them are easy. But
No, this one's budget is hard. Like nothing pops up even.
But the thing is you've got a pre-qualified buyer.
I know.
You got to that point. Like I got a pre-qualified buyer that had she not bought a car, she could have afforded up to $180,000.
Exactly. She bought a freaking car.
Oh.
But you know what? Her lease doesn't end until November, so she has a little bit of time. Like she's looking to buy, yeah, but she's like, would I have to do a buyout of my current lease?
Unless it gets relit.
Huh?
Unless it gets relet. But that's the thing is, so that client, just to show some lineage, that client came because she engaged in a post that my friend tagged me in, added me as a friend on Facebook. I sent her a birthday message. Go to my messenger. I'm going to see what messages. Okay. I've cleared it out already. That's not good.
Clear your messages?
But if I remember right, I'd sent her a birthday video. I'd wished her a happy birthday. She had said thank you. I said, you're absolutely welcome. I hope you have a wonderful week, and I hope this is the best year ever. And then nothing for months. And then I get a random message, hey, you sell real estate, right? I absolutely do. What can I do to help? I'm looking to buy a house. Okay, fantastic. So I got her phone number, got her email, got talking to her, got her set up with my lending partner who got her pre-qualified, and we started looking for houses. That simple. It's not always about engaging them in a relationship for real estate at that moment. It's about just engaging them in a relationship. Beyond the superficial, hey, we're just friends on Facebook. So if you have friends on Facebook you don't know, shame on you. Go make a friend. Hey, I noticed we're friends on Facebook. We've never talked. My name is Renee. I sell real estate and I also work for U of A. What do you do?
Do you accept all the random friend requests that you get?
If you have at least 30 people in common, possibly.
Yeah, quite a bit. They have to be quite a bit. They have to be in Arizona or have quite a bit of friends in common. I get a lot of marriage requests or the fake accounts that are like, hey, I just got a bunch of money through this grant. You should do it. Congratulations, you won. I'm like, yeah.
I've sent you 5 marriage requests and you haven't answered one of them.
Because you haven't dropped to your knee yet once. Okay? You keep sending me snail mail and smoke signals. It doesn't work. But that said, so go out there. This is how you turn social media on any avenue. Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn. We'll talk about that one in a second. All engagement. It's engagement. So post an article about real estate. Post a video about real estate. Post a video and a picture about your lifestyle. Be a human being. Engage in your clients and engage in your sphere. Your social sphere is going to feed your sphere of influence. And then from that point, you engage that sphere of influence, and then you find your red hots. You find your referral whales. You find your VIPs, whatever you want to call them, the ones that send you a deal a year. You want to know the best industries to get deals a year out of? Medical, education,
Military.
How many friends do you have that are in these fields? I mean, shit, Renee's in education.
I'm in medical.
And medical.
I'm in the College of Medicine, and I came from the Iowa College of Medicine, so it's more medical. But everybody, like every other person's husband or wife is a realtor, so.
I have sold houses to realtors.
Yeah.
Just because they have a license does not mean they are active and or proficient.
The ones I work with are all very active. Unfortunately.
My son's mother works at a hospital. She worked directly with a guy who is partnered with one of the largest real estate companies in Tucson. And you want to know something? That guy's husband lost a deal to me. I don't care how big they are in this business. If they make a connection with you, you will get the referrals. And the guy is friggin' married to the owner of the real estate company. And he sent the referral to me because of my son's mother. So don't ever think that way. Change your frame of mind. I don't care if you've been in the business for 1 deal or 1 million deals. It's all about how you take care of people and how you make them feel. If you make people feel like they're $1 million and you take care of them and you love on them and you just show them that they mean the world to you, they're going to lose all care about that third base in their life on Christmas when they call and say, hey, you got any referrals for me? Never talk to them again. But you see him every other week at the game and you high five them and you walk by and you just remind them that you're in real estate, but you're always looking out for them. And you ask them how their business is going. You ask them how their kids are doing. You ask them how their life is doing. And you show that you genuinely give a damn. You're going to beat out those agents that have been in the business for 30 years. People don't give a shit about how much you know until they know how much you care. I want you guys to remember that. So when you get that negative mind, your mind starts saying, well, he's got a realtor. She's got a realtor. They're realtors. Take it as a challenge. And have those wins, have those stories, have that excitement and energy going into it. Then you're all of a sudden, now you're that realtor. Now you're the one that they know. And then you're getting 5, 6, 7 referrals a month. I want that for every one of you. So I said we're going to talk about LinkedIn. Who's on LinkedIn?
I'm in LinkedIn.
I am, and I have reached out to people, and I have added lenders on there.
And people keep trying to recruit me.
Yeah, I get that too, but
no one tries to recruit me anymore. This is no fun.
I've tried to get recruited by the same company, not in real estate, for like everywhere I've lived. It's really annoying. It's that Primerica.
But yeah, so LinkedIn is going to be where you're going to find a lot less kitty pictures and fluffy bunnies and all the fluffy robots. A lot more business stuff, more analytics, more statistics. These would be great videos to share your app on because they're professionals. Good avenue to share that stuff on. Make a connection with other real estate professionals across the nation.
I actually was just on there the other day, and my former HR supervisor, I found out, is now a nurse recruiter in Phoenix. So I reconnected with her because they're looking for nurses in Tucson. So relocation.
Relocation.
I haven't got a lead yet, but at least she knows I'm here and what I do now. So
I like the word yet. I like the word yet. It's hopeful. But that's where I want you guys to start looking. Okay, if I'm not finding a direct lead, like I don't have somebody that's knocking on the door, raising their hand saying, hey, I want to buy or I want to sell right now, I want you to start working on building relationships with people that could possibly benefit later down the line and provide you with referrals and or people to talk to now. Social media in its term is to be socially active in a digital format. So go out there on the group chats, the Facebook groups, the for sale pages, post shit to them, get some engagement that way. You guys all want a method I can show you with like 30 seconds that got me 3 deals last year?
Sure.
Yep. Even though I can't see your screen, but yes.
You're not supposed to be inside. You're in trouble. You shoot up my flip-flop.
he's not sharing a screen right now, is he?
We're not going to share the screen. We're just going to talk about it.
Okay, good, because I'm driving, so I can't pay attention.
All right, I'm going to go find it. I have to go because it's been a while since I've posted it.
Big Dan, while you look that up, I was just going to tell the group, it is important to engage with things you have in common with someone. There was a gal that did what we're talking about doing to me. She said, thanks for always liking my post about health. by the way, how is your health? How are you doing during this time? And she checks in with me about every week or so. She's from California, and we talk about nutrition and health kind of back and forth. And so if you can find something in common outside of state, about real estate, you can dive into it a little easier. It was helpful to me to have somebody check on me and say, hey, I like your post, back and forth, you know.
It's good. Create a relationship. Okay. So here's the thing. Facebook groups, right? The for sale by owners, the Tucson chapter of whatchamacallits. And if the Facebook group you're part of has 5,000 or more people in it, I want you to post the following that I just put in the chat. Looking for applicants for our renters to homeowners program. Requirements, 2 years employment. Doesn't have to be the same job. That's in quotations. Amber, I'll text it to you. Just don't worry. Comment down below if you would like more info. Stop renting, start owning.
What's the renters to homeowners program?
What are you doing with Heather and Jacob?
Well, but that's not like a program. You just mean like a first-time home buyer?
How is it not a program?
Oh, yes.
Like I even got one of you on the call to ask for information. And you work with me every freaking day. You guys can see how if you ask the right questions in the right areas, you can grab interaction. You post that on your Facebook, not on your Facebook wall, not on your story. You go post it directly into these group chats. Click on discussion. Click on discussion and put it in there. I have used emojis. I have done that. Like the only emoji that's worked for me is the down arrow on comment down. If you'd like more information. The simpler, the easier. And then you get people that are liking it and commenting on it. They comment the word info. Comment the word info. And what you do is you go to that person's Facebook page directly and you send them a message. You send them a direct message. Hey, thank you so much for your interest in my program for home ownership. Do you have the requirements? Or you can even be it simple. Thank you for my interest in your home buying post, or thank you for my interest in the home buying post. Do you have a 580 credit score and 2 years on the job? Oftentimes you're going to get them to say, well, no, my credit's not that good. Then you can have a conversation. How good is it? When was the last time you checked it? Where'd you get that information from? You know what? I have a lending partner that I work with in this program that gets people qualified to be able to buy a house in a short order of time. It could be as quick as 3 days. Then you get some contact information. And guess what? Now you got a lead. You think you can do that?
Yes.
Yep.
Y'all want me to send you the exact verbiage, make it real easy for you? Jason's like, yeah, I do. I kind of do. Okay. So while I got you on the call, we're going to go from the top. We got Renee on the call. We got Robin on the call. We got Randy on the call. I don't have Bobby's email, but she wasn't really there. Mo's out in the yard running around. I got Laura on the call. I got Eileen. I got Tess. I got Amber. I got Jason. Carlton, Jason Thompson. Got Melissa.
What are you doing?
Okay, I'm just taking everybody that's on the call.
Thank you, ma'am.
Sending them this information.
Oh, okay.
All right, Jaime and Brianna, please do me a favor and in the group chat, drop your emails. I don't have either of them. If you want this information, I'm going to send you the layout. I'm going to send you exactly what I do. And guess what? I am not lying when I say I got 3 deals last year from this. And one of them lives on the other side of my neighborhood. Like if I throw a rock really hard over my neighbor's house, I will hit their house. $220,000 sale. Pretty freaking simple stuff, man. I don't know who's got background noise.
I think it's Amber.
Sorry, guys.
Freaking Amber. So I want you guys to find ways to make social media work for you. And the only way social media works in lead generation is if you get away from the idea that you're instantly going to get contact information for somebody who is instantly looking for a house right now. Yes, those opportunities do exist. Yes, they are out there. And they come when you have enough engagement in the marketplace where people start associating you with real estate. David Jones teaches the class tonight for lead generation. One thing he focuses on is you need to be top of mind when it comes to real estate. You need to be the economist of choice in your marketplace, which means that when they think real estate, they think what?
Me.
Me.
Yeah.
Well, if you're answering that question, you're still going to say the word me. So when they think real estate, they're going to think?
Me.
Okay, thank you. I saw 3 people engage in that. Appreciate you. You can only keep two, maybe 3 placeholders in your brain at any time for any given thing. So when people think real estate, they need to think?
Me.
Okay, cool. Just making sure you catch on to the concept. And the only way that happens is repetition and value. Everybody knows Scott Lehman, right? Who's going to buy a car from Scott Lehman? Raise your hand. Yeah, F that guy. He's annoying as shit. He brings no value. It's all repetition, though. That was a case in point, like repetition and value.
He's always in a pickle.
I don't want to do business with somebody who's always in a pickle.
Right?
I want to do business with somebody who's going to help support me in my goals. How do I know you're giving me the best deal? You can't afford to give me the best deal. You're in a pickle. So remember that, repetition and value. You got to give points of value repetitiously so that they get your brain, your face, everything around it starts thinking real estate. It is so second nature for people to think Big Dan Caldwell, your friend in real estate. Where do you think it came from? Me saying it 1,000 friggin' times. I'm sure to some people it's real odd for me to introduce myself as Big Dan. Hi, I'm Big Dan. What? But then they see my media, they see my marketing, they see my Facebook posts. It's all Big Dan Caldwell. It's at a point where it's weird for me to say, hey, my name is Dan. I want you guys to get to that point of frame in mind. Hey, my name is Robin Freeman. I am at Keller Williams, Southern Arizona.
I am Realtor Robin.
Realtor Robin. Ooh, I like it. Hey, it's Realtor Robin here at Keller Williams, Southern Arizona. So find a way. Let's get a post out there and engage with people. If you have, like Hope was pointing out, somebody that's constantly engaging in the post over and over and over again with you, solidify the relationship. Hey, thank you for always engaging in my posts. I really appreciate the love. My name's Realtor Robin. Well, obviously I sell houses, but I also work for Pima County. What do you do? My name's Randy. I used to fix houses. I'm Handy Randy. Don't go by that, Randy, please. And if you guys are bored at night, like 9, 10, 11 o'clock at night, get on those group chat pages. There's somebody out there that's looking for realtors and stuff like that. You know, start talking, start becoming active in those groups. And maybe they won't even put a post up there, looking for a realtor. what they do is they go, hey, it's time to buy a house. I don't want to rent anymore. I'm going to call Realtor Robin. I was thinking about calling Laura, but she hasn't talked to me in a couple of months, so I'm going to call Realtor Robin.
Ouch.
Top of mind.
Top of mind. I don't care how many friends they've got that are realtors. If you're top of mind, you're top of paycheck, guys. Your name's on that line. That's all that matters to me. It's getting you paid. All right, I'm going to send this information out to you. If you got questions on it, let me know. Send me a Facebook message. We're going to build my algorithm too. Other than that, guys, please be well this weekend. The Market Center is closed tomorrow. You do have questions. I'm here for you still. I don't take a day off. You know that. I will be on the morning call at 8 a.m. So if you want to join us from some ramp up and role play in the morning, I like that, Randy. I really do. That's a really good look. I really like it. That's a bedroom. But any takeaways from today? Any takeaways?
We need to
Market more.
Market more. Robin?
We need to engage.
I love that. I think that was best thing. Hope. I love that. Engage.
Yay, good.
She's always coming out with some golden nuggets. I love Hope.
Every now and
Engage. That's the thing, guys. Engage, engage, engage. Yeah. All right. Anything from the group before we step off? Exactly. Have a great night, guys. We'll see you in the morning. If I don't see you in the morning, have a great 4th of July. Please be safe and remember, fireworks go on the ground.